So I'll talk about that. We have put two satellite blood banks. One of them our visitors have seen today morning, Dr. Chandavarkar Hospital at Wada and other at Rukmini Hospital in Shahpur. The idea of satellite blood bank is the mother blood bank, which is in our case Vamanrao Old Blood Bank. They supply blood to these satellite banks, and the satellite banks only cross-check, cross-match and donate the blood to the needy. Now what happens is these people are so far off from the mainstream of the cities that it's very difficult for them to get blood when it is needed in an emergency. So far we have saved 141 lives with this satellite blood bank. And still the grant is not complete, so this is only work in progress. Other project under this grant was detection of anemia, thalassemia and sickle cell disease. Now, if two persons with thalassemia or sickle cell anemia trait marry, there is a 25% chance that their offspring will be thalassemia major, which is a life-threatening disease which requires blood transfusion every 2 to 3 weeks for their entire life, which is also shortened to anywhere between 18 to 25 years. What we are trying to do is to prevent thalassemia major from happening. What happens is, if there is a thalassemia major child in the family, not just the child but the entire family is affected, because if a child has thalassemia major, the parents have to spend time and money in getting him to the medical treatment place. So expense and time. These people are daily wage earners, so if they give a day every 2 weeks, they lose a lot of income. Plus, the other children are deprived from education because the expense for education is not affordable to the parents. They are spending so much on one child. So we are helping the entire family. So it's better to screen the youngsters before they marry and counsel them. The way it works is, there are a lot of local NGOs who organize camps for sampling of blood from youngsters. Vamanrao Oak Blood Bank sends a van which is donated under the global grant to these camps. They collect the samples with their own technicians. They bring it back to the lab in Thane, which is about 100 meters away from here. We'll be seeing that tomorrow morning with the guests. And the tests are carried out. If there is a thalassemia trait person discovered during the testing, then the results are sent to the counselors in the village. Usually it's a doctor from some NGO, and he counsels the child not to marry a person who also is thalassemia minor. So that way we prevent any thalassemia major birth taking place. So far, we have tested 3,500 persons, and we found 131 children with thalassemia trait, 54 with sickle cell trait, and a lot of children with anemia, which is a common problem in villages because of nutrition, lack of them. In normal labs, whatever sampling we have done, 3,500, would have costed 42 lakhs, which is 4.2 million rupees, or $52,000. We, of course, did it free of cost to the beneficiaries. And we expect that whatever we have done so far, which is again only a beginning, will have saved at least 200 children from getting the thalassemia major trait. The treatment consists of bone marrow transplant or expensive drugs, and of course the villagers cannot afford that treatment. So only way out is to prevent such a birth. This is where the sampling is taking place. The young child is giving blood for testing for thal. This is the counseling session where all the villagers are told why they are doing this test, and then only the affected children or their parents are counseled on what they should do and not do. So this is the kind of statistics which we have covered so far. And our aim is to test 50,000 children in rural areas of Thane. So this will, you can imagine if you take percentage of this, 4% or whatever percent, you can imagine the number of children which could be born thalassemia major or sickle cell major. At this point, I must express our thanks to Rotary clubs of Maple Grove, Thane West, Thane Uptown and Thane Downtown who all partnered with us. Veeraj and entire staff of Pranik Foundation. Is anybody here from Pranik Foundation? Nobody. Mr. Gangude, President Kiran Vaidya, Snehal, Mandar and other staff of Vamanrao Oak Blood Bank, are they here? Please rise. Let's give them an applause. Thanks to generous donors like Mr. Suhas Mehta, also road tractor Smriti, who prepared the video you saw at the beginning of the meeting, and thanks to all the members of our own club, Rotary Club of Thane, who participated in this project. We are also grateful to TRF for their support, and most of all, our personal thanks to Dr. Ullas Vaidya, who is spearheading this project with a missionary zeal. I mean, he's a one-man army who's driving this whole project. The camps we conduct, we cover from 100 to 200 children in one camp, and the cost of camp is just 20,000 rupees. In dollars, it is cost of one meal $250. So I appeal to all the generous volunteers present here to pitch in and donate whatever they can to this project so that we can do our target of 50,000 children in the next few years. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Karnik. Continuing our health